There's a silent war happening all around us, and most people have no idea it exists. It's not a war fought with weapons or armies. It's fought in the mind, the heart, and the spirit against the chosen ones. If you're someone who's ever felt different, if you've been told you're too sensitive, too kind, or too forgiving, chances are you've been targeted in this war without even realizing it. The truth is, chosen ones, those marked with a deeper calling, a divine spark, and a purpose beyond the ordinary, attract a very specific kind of enemy. Not because you've done something wrong, but because of the very light that you carry. Narcissists are drawn to chosen ones like moths to a flame. They don't come to admire your light. They come to drain it, distort it, and, if possible, extinguish it. But here's the twist. What they don't realize is that every attempt to break you only fuels your rise. Your setbacks become setups for comebacks, and your pain transforms into wisdom. If you've ever felt like you're under constant spiritual attack, if you've been left wondering why certain toxic people keep finding their way into your life, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share may just open your eyes to the battle you've been fighting all along. Chosen ones are not just kind-hearted people. They are deeply empathic, spiritually tuned-in individuals who can feel and even absorb the emotions of others. This empathy is not ordinary. It's divine. It allows you to step into someone else's shoes, to carry their burdens, and sometimes even to help heal wounds you didn't cause. But here's the problem. Narcissists see this empathy as an opening, a free pass into your spirit. Where others see kindness, they see vulnerability. Where others see compassion, they see a resource to exploit. To them, you're not a person to cherish. You're an energy source to consume. Narcissists thrive on control. They create chaos, provoke reactions, and drain every ounce of patience, forgiveness, and love you offer. And the most dangerous part? At first, you may believe you're helping them. You convince yourself that your love will change them, your kindness will soften them, your forgiveness will heal them. But in reality, they don't want healing, they want power. What makes chosen ones especially vulnerable is their tendency to overgive. You're wired to pour into others, even when your own cup is empty. Narcissists detect this generosity and play it like a violin. They manipulate you into believing you're selfish for setting boundaries, or unloving for saying no. And before you know it, you're depleted, running on fumes, wondering why love feels like warfare. But here's what you must remember. Your empathy is sacred. It is not a weakness. It's your gift, your divine light. And while narcissists may try to feed on it, they can never create it. That's the difference between you and them. You generate light. They only consume it. One of the most powerful tools in a narcissist's arsenal is guilt. They know the chosen ones care deeply about others' feelings, so they weaponize that sensitivity against you. They twist narratives, accuse you of being cold, selfish, or ungrateful, all to keep you tethered to their control. Think about it. How many times have you said yes when your soul screamed no, just because you didn't want to hurt someone's feelings? How many times have you tolerated disrespect because you felt guilty walking away? That's the trap. Narcissists thrive on this guilt loop. It ensures you keep giving even when you have nothing left to give. The reality is that guilt is not proof of wrongdoing. It's proof of manipulation. Genuine love never demands that you shrink yourself, silence your voice, or sacrifice your peace for the sake of someone else's ego. When someone uses guilt to hold you hostage, it's not love, it's control. Chosen ones must understand this truth. Setting boundaries does not make you selfish. Protecting your energy does not make you unkind. Walking away from what harms you is not betrayal. It's survival. And in fact, It's more than survival. It's alignment. Every no you say to manipulation is a yes to your purpose. Every chosen one carries a purpose that's bigger than themselves. You weren't put on this earth just to exist. You were planted here with intention. Your empathy, your intuition, your resilience, these aren't random traits. They're tools for a mission that requires light, truth, and transformation. And that's exactly why narcissists target you. They don't just dislike your purpose, they fear it. Their entire identity is built on illusion and ego. When someone like you enters their world, someone authentic, unshakable, and purpose-driven, it exposes the emptiness of their pursuits. Your humility challenges their pride. Your truth reveals their lies, and your destiny makes their ego feel small. So what do? They try to shrink you. They mock your dreams, belittle your goals, sabotage your peace, all in an effort to keep you from realizing how powerful you truly are. They want you distracted from your mission, because your mission threatens everything they stand for. But here's the truth. Purpose always outweighs ego. No amount of manipulation, sabotage, or betrayal can stop a destiny written by higher hands. The more they try to bury you, the deeper your roots grow. The more they mock your purpose, the stronger it becomes. You were never meant to fit into their illusion, you were meant to break it. Perhaps the most infuriating thing for a narcissist is when you refuse to stay broken. After all the chaos, betrayal, and pain they've caused, they expect you to remain shattered. They want you to be a shell of yourself, wandering through life drained of confidence and clarity. But chosen ones don't stay buried. Every storm you endure only strengthens your spirit. Every betrayal becomes a lesson. Every tear becomes a seed for growth. And when you rise, when you stand taller, brighter, and more resilient than before, it drives them mad. Why? Because your survival invalidates their power. They wanted to be the reason you collapsed, but instead, they became the reason you awakened. Your light after the storm is living proof that their influence was never real. This is why chosen ones often glow the brightest after their darkest seasons. The very people who tried to destroy you end up becoming the evidence of your resilience. And nothing unsettles a narcissist more than realizing they failed. Not just to break you, but to stop your shine. Healing from narcissistic abuse isn't just about leaving one person, it's about breaking a cycle. Many chosen ones find themselves repeating the same patterns with different faces because the lesson hasn't yet been integrated. But once you awaken, you start to spot the red flags earlier. You stop confusing chaos for love, and you stop making excuses for disrespect. Rising above the cycle means reclaiming your identity. You're no longer defined by your wounds, but by your wisdom, the very traits that made you vulnerable. Your empathy, your kindness, your sensitivity become your superpowers once they're guarded by boundaries. This stage is powerful because it restores not just your life, but your legacy. Healing is generational. When you break the cycle, you prevent it from passing on. And in that way, your rise is not just about you. It's about everyone who comes after you. Narcissists may resent it, but your growth is unstoppable. You no longer live in reaction to their chaos. You live in alignment with your calling. And when that happens, your light is untouchable. One of the oldest tricks in the narcissist's playbook is isolation. And it's subtle. So subtle, in fact, that you often don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. At first, they shower you with love, attention, and admiration. They make you feel like you've finally found someone who truly understands you. You, as the chosen one, start spending more time with them, naturally pulling away from others without even being asked. But slowly, deliberately, they begin cutting the ties that keep you grounded. It might start with small comments. Why do you always listen to your friend's advice? Don't they secretly envy you? Or, your family doesn't really get you like I do. I'm the only one who understands. These remarks don't seem dangerous at first, but they plant seeds of doubt. And soon, those seeds grow into a wall that separates you from your support system. The reason narcissists isolate chosen ones is simple. They want to be the only voice you hear. They know that your light is powerful, but it shines brightest when supported by community, faith, and connection. If they can cut you off from that support, they can control you more easily. They want to become your sun, your moon, and your stars, the center of your universe. And when you're isolated, it feels like you have no choice but to orbit around them. But here's the truth. Isolation is an illusion. Even when you feel cut off, you are never truly alone. The divine presence that walks with chosen ones cannot be stripped away by anyone. And once you recognize the isolation trap for what it is, you can begin reconnecting. Reconnecting with your people, reconnecting with your purpose, reconnecting with yourself. Narcissists fear community because community exposes them. When you have multiple perspectives around you, you can see through their games more clearly. That's why they fight so hard to separate you. But chosen ones were never meant to walk alone. Your mission requires connection, collaboration, and unity. So if you've ever found yourself isolated, silenced, or cut off, know this. That was never your destiny. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. And when you step back into connection, you'll find that the walls they built around you were never as strong as they seemed. Every chosen one eventually reaches a breaking point. It may come after years of manipulation or in a single moment of painful clarity. But at some point, the veil lifts, and you finally see the narcissist for who they are. This turning point isn't just about recognizing their tactics, it's about recognizing your own worth. You stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "Why did I allow this?" That shift changes everything. The turning point hurts. It comes with grief, anger, and confusion. But it's also the beginning of freedom. It's the moment you decide that your peace is more important than their approval, your purpose more valuable than their validation. From there, the healing begins. You rebuild your sense of self, re-anchor in your calling, and start setting boundaries that once felt impossible. And the moment you choose yourself, the narcissist loses their grip. At the end of the day, the battle between chosen ones and narcissists is not just about two people. It's about two forces. Light versus illusion. Purpose versus ego. Truth versus manipulation. And if you've ever felt like you've been singled out, drained, or targeted for simply being who you are, it's not because you're weak. It's because you carry something powerful, something divine, that darkness cannot stand. But everything they use against you can be transformed into your strength. Narcissists don't pursue ordinary people with ordinary energy. They are magnetically drawn to those who shine, those who carry empathy that cannot be manufactured, those who possess wisdom beyond their years. You may not have realized it, but your very existence disrupts their carefully crafted lies. That's why they try so hard to confuse you, guilt you, break you, and distract you. But everything they use against you can be transformed into your strength. Your kindness isn't a weakness. It's proof of your higher calling. Your compassion isn't naivety. It's the mark of your divine connection. Your pain doesn't disqualify you. It prepares you. And every storm you've endured, every betrayal you've survived, every tear you've shed, has watered the soil for your purpose to grow. And here's the most powerful truth. You don't need to fight narcissists to win. You don't need to prove them wrong or expose them or waste your energy trying to make them see your worth. Your victory is in simply living in your light, protecting your peace, and fulfilling your purpose. That's what enrages them the most. That even after all they did, you still rise. You still shine. you still walk in divine alignment. If this message spoke to you, if it reminded you of battles you fought or are still fighting, let this be your confirmation. You are not broken. You are chosen. You are equipped. And the very fact that you've survived this far proves you are stronger than you realize. So keep shining, keep healing, keep walking in your truth. Because no matter how loud the darkness gets, it will never drown out the light that was placed inside you. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if this message resonated with your spirit. And don't forget to subscribe, for the journey of a chosen one is just beginning. And the more knowledge you carry, the stronger your armor becomes. Stay awakened, stay protected, and above all, stay chosen.